Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an awesome life. I'm a little sleepy. It's early, it's a little dark, sun's coming up. All conflict is a lower frequency. All conflict is a lower frequency. You ready to let it go? All right. We're going into higher dimensions, and we're going to release all of the things that no longer serve us. Any feelings that you have of a negative nature are still in the lower frequency. There's a thought behind it that's keeping you down there. There's something you're hanging on to that must be released in order for you to go to the higher frequency. Higher frequencies do not have to be right. Higher frequencies have no reason to debate one another, nor are they bothered by the conflict within the, let's just say, the social structures here. They still experience higher frequencies, and you will still experience the feelings of being human, the emotions that come along with that are unpleasant, and the good ones too. It's part of being human. We don't know why we're experiencing that, but that's part of our, let's just say, attributes of being humans here on this planet. So experience it, because we don't get to do that on the other side. Why? Because we're not controlled by emotions over there. We're in bliss. We release all the lower emotions. Here we have the lower emotions. So ask yourself, is what I'm experiencing right now a lower emotion? If there's any conflict within you, if there are any bad feelings, any negativity, it is a lower emotion. What's a lower emotion? It's one that tells itself something about a certain situation or a certain person or whatever that is in conflict with what's going on. There's no acceptance. When you accept what's going on and you observe it, you go into peace. When you are in conflict with it, you have an opinion about how things should be, and you have no acceptance of that situation. That will put you in conflict. That's where we struggle. We're saying things shouldn't be a certain way. That person shouldn't be a certain way. That person shouldn't talk a certain way. And that is struggle. That's a lower frequency. Even if you believe you're right, or even if the choices you're making you believe are of a higher nature, it's still struggle and conflict of a lower frequency. You see, we think that because we're choosing something that's better for everybody, that's the higher frequency. Well, it may be higher than the other person, but it's still a lower frequency if there's conflict. So we don't catch ourselves in that. We believe that because we are, we want to do the right thing, or we're giving to somebody or whatever. But if there's conflict within that, you're still in that density. There's no acceptance. Can you move through your day and not have to have things a certain way? Can you move through your day with acceptance of what's going on and observe it? This is awakening. Observing. Having an opinion, you can have your opinion. But debate and correction is the ego. So ask yourself if you can go through your day with acceptance. Can I accept this? And if you cannot accept it, then ask yourself, why do you think this is happening? Because you're not seeing any value in it. Acceptance is looking at the situation and saying, I accept that this is a certain way because I am here for a reason. I am participating in this reality for a reason. And then you go into the lesson. What am I supposed to learn from this? I'm obviously keeping myself in this situation, or I'm being presented certain things so that I can go into a state of peace instead of conflict. That's acceptance. And then you move out of it. You've learned your lesson, then you can move out of it. But when you don't accept what's going on in your life, you're not understanding that you placed yourself there and you have the power to pull yourself out of anything. Every thought is creating. Every thought is creating. You are totally in control. And nothing is chaotic in this universe. Everything happens exactly the way it's supposed to because you're orchestrating it. And when the veils come down and you completely embrace that, everything in your life will change. Everything. Because you're no longer being dragged along, irritated by these things, in conflict, what's going on. You accept it, you know you've been participating, and now you're taking full control and saying, I'm going to change everything now, and you're happy for everything that's happened, even though it's been painful. You're happy that you're done with it and you understand it now. You forgive people. You realize that everybody's equal and they're all going through their own struggles, and some of them are in really bad low densities that are painful. Bless them, because that's a horrible place to be. It really is. We're done with it. You can go up to the next dimension by releasing, accepting, seeing how have I participated in this? Have I been mentally in conflict with it? I'm in conflict because I think somebody else is wrong and I'm blaming. That's usually what's going on. I'm right and they're wrong and they shouldn't be doing certain things. That's conflict. You are participating in that. Acceptance. Why am I here? What am I supposed to gain from this? I can act and react a certain way in this situation. And when I go to that higher reaction, that higher frequency reaction, then I get it. That this situation has been laid out exactly the way it's supposed to be so that I can see it completely differently. And then you go to the higher frequency, and that's called awakening. And acceptance is, I don't have to know why we're here or why things happen a certain way, but I accept them because I'm so in control of everything. Even if it doesn't seem like, there can be times where you're going to think, did I do that? And you think, well, maybe I didn't personally do it. I put it out there as part of the play that I participated in. So other players may come in that you agreed to participate in a certain role. So it's not just you on your own. You're never completely on your own because we are one collective. So if a scenario comes up, you're a player in the scenario, then ask yourself, how am I supposed to participate in this scenario that may have some conflict in it? How am I supposed to act in this scenario that's going to take the whole situation up to a higher level, a positive one? Maybe that's your role. Because you think, you may be thinking, wait a minute, I've been, in charge, I've been on the higher frequency, and then something shows up. You're supposed to play a role in it. I accept this role. Okay, what's my role? I accept it. All right, I'm going to be the higher person in this role. I'm not going to be the person arguing or in conflict. I'm going to be a person that walks away, that doesn't have to have things the way I must have them. I'll walk away and allow them to do whatever or have certain things. This is tough stuff. It really is. This is a tough planet to be on. So ask yourself if you can make the highest, best choice in every situation. You are in control. Acceptance will get you to peace. Because you're going to go into understanding and finding the value, finding the reasons behind it, doing your absolute best and releasing it, and then going on to something that you no longer have to learn those lessons anymore. They're there for a very good specific reason, and you have been part of that choice to place it there. And when you accept that, you become the most powerful light being in the cosmos. All of us are. Because all of the restrictions go away. The blame goes away because you know you're in power. You know that you're controlling everything in your reality, not somebody else's. And when you know this, all of a sudden, there's no conflict anymore. There's no problem. Oh my gosh. I'm powerful beyond my imagination. I don't have to get involved in this minutia, lower frequency stuff. I can release it and let it go. See what I can learn from it. What can I experience as a human? Because I'm not going to get to be this person in this role exactly the same way ever again. Does this make sense? I know some of you are going to really get this and go, oh my God, Oh my gosh, I can totally go up to that next dimension. Totally go up to it. Everything all of a sudden doesn't seem so serious anymore. Because you're in control and you're so powerful. You'll change all of it. You'll change all of it. All of it. And you'll be okay with the time delays that it takes to get to that next level. And within that time period, you'll do amazing things there too. You'll have an effect on other people. You'll change that energy of your own energy. You'll change your karma. You'll change everything within it. Go for it. It's amazing. You are an unstoppable light being. Unlimited. You're whole and perfect. Strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.